Hello, guys. Welcome back. Lorker here, and this is like the part two of the new core cards. Without further ado, let's proceed. So, guys, we finished last time about the death, deception, and light new core cards. Now we were gonna continue on magic. So, the first thing the spells here are magic. It's a one casting cost. Delve a magic creature and put it into your hand and two copies to the bottom of your deck. So this is super good, especially for a long or for ramp one. For ramp magic. You can get a legendary, you can get a four as so this is a magic creature, guys. So it can be a mystic, structure or an aether that's under the category of domain of magic. Uh that's random. Who knows what get? But this is like a good one spell card, especially for ramp magic for late games. If you manage to get a legendary one, like the avatar of a magic, this is like an awesome. So we finished the first page. Now we go now to the second. The next spell, this one is Blizzard Bolt. This is like a copycat from Hearthstone. The name in Hearthstone, that spell is Frost Bolt. They just changed Frost to Blizzard. This is two casting cost, three damage. And the Librarian Prayer, three to cast spell for C4. I like the for C4, but the casting cost is too big. Just like to look on your top four. If he has like a draw, maybe I will use this one because I can like foresee and select uh which one I want to draw. Something like that. Like to draw next turn or before that one. But that's it. Three casting costs for foresee is big for me. Maybe one or two. Probably two. Or maybe add draw. I think I will use this one as draw ability. Cram. This is like a copycat also from Hearthstone. Arcane Intellect. So this one, three to cast, two. So this in Hearthstone, this Cram and Blizzard Board, it's also a common core cards there. So they copy that one, and I believe any deck will use this one, this two. Because even in Hearthstone, this card is common to all of the meta. Tempo, I think these two, like Blizzard Bolt and are common, will be very useful in tempo, in yeah, in control, and even I'm sorry, and even in a ramp one. This is for ramp one, Mystic Magic 9, casting cost 12. Ward Protect. This is like a powerful, similar to Hylian Elite, but this one has a ward. But the only problem, it's 9 mana, so this must be good for ramp. Yeah, you can like use one of this one and then Polyhemia. If you don't have Polyhemia, you can this one. And this is just only a common, guys. Hylian Elite is rare. This one is common. Anyway, the casting cost is so big. Maybe that's the reason why it will be only capable on ramp magic. So the next one, 3 to cast creature, 1/4. So this is good for ramp magic. So in ramp, you need some wall at the very beginning. And if you draw this one late game, it's still good because for 3 casting costs, you will have like a 6/9. So this is like okay for ramp magic. Bring them to me. This is probably for tempo mage. And there's that static ether bug is mentioned here also. It's a one to cast 1/1 ward, and every time if you after you play a spell that costs 3 or less, deals one damage to a random. So this is more on a tempo magic build, like those mini like creatures with low casting costs and spell with low casting costs. Then Palo, add that Frostbolt and Cram. That will be a solid deck because Cram is a draw ability. So what main problem now with the Magic is the draw card ability. Helpful Aether Fox. So 3 to cast, 2, 3. Reduce the cost of spells in your hand that cost 3 or less. So this will be also good for Tempo Magic. Flame of the Second Shatter, 4 to cast. Deals 4 and deals 9 if you have like deals 8 if you have. So this is also good for ramp magic. So the rise of the ramp magic will be the part of the new meta. So there will be cards like Frostbolt, Cram for tempo, and can that be used also for that can be used also for the ramp magic as well. So ramp magic and tempo will be the main theme for this magic in the new core sets. So now we gonna proceed now to everyone's favorite nature. One to cast 2/1 Afterlight Amazon. So good for Amazon deck. Wild 2/3 one to cast Ward Confuse. So this is like similar to Wild Hug. Both have confused, both 2/3, both one casting on. The only advantage of this one has Ward. So technically, first turn it cannot be Canopy. So imagine first turn this one. Oh guys, there's no more shield bearer. So yeah. But it's still a good one because of Ward. This is like anti magic. Amazon 2/3 Ward. This is Amazon anti good for magics or anything that is for control. Hidden, amateur, it's okay. Wild, 5 to cast 5/6, similar to Helios Battle Mage. The only thing he has frontline and confuse. I think this is okay. Anyway, it's common. This is like for beginners. It can be add for the beginners deck. Curious Whip, this is OP. This is also good one, 0/1. This creature gain +1/+1, then shuffle copy of it to your deck. So you have like this one every time you cast it goes had a copy. So this is a good card for nature aggro, and this is like a wild. It can be buffed by the only drawback based on my experience on this one, like on late game you might draw this one rather than drawing a 6 casting cost. So that's the only drawback. But you never get out of cards, especially on a super late game. Amazon Nature, 3 to cast, 1 for Ward. Gain 1 strength for each Amazon. So, this is good for 3 to cast if you have 2 cards for each Amazon you control. So, if you play this, it became 3/4. Uh, if you have 2 extra cards. So, a little bit okay for Amazon. Wild, 8 to cast, 5/5. Legendary, 8 to cast. Wow. Gain 1 for each wild creature in your void. So, this is good, but 8 is too long. But if you manage to meet this one, so he can become like if you have like ten wilds or more, I believe you will have more than 10 wild in 8 turns. So he can be like a 20/20, 15/15. If you have 15 cards, he can be a 20/20. If you have like 10, he's a 15. And because he's overkill, even if he hit a creature, it will like literally overkill everyone, like spread damage, or it will trample. So this is okay, guys. I think this will be okay for a mid-range wild deck, especially if you summon too much of Bladefly. Imagine Bladefly is a wild. The more you summon Bladefly, the more. So I think this is like for end game for those aggro wild. So Amazon 1 to cast 1/3 regen. So this is like a Amazon version of Marsh or Walker. Canopy Sniper 2, 1, 2, 3. So this is also good. 1/3 after one of your Amazon attack this one. So if you manage to cast one to cast like the Guardian and followed by this one next turn, so it will be also good. Even you draw this one late game, like in the middle of the game, like on 5 CC, and you already filled your board with Amazon. This is like a powerful one. After one, so every time you creature attack, it deals 1 damage. So if you have like so this is like a good combo, guys. I think this is a must. Nature. The last nature is group summon. Add wild creatures to your hand. So this is for a late game, right? Because, for example, it will just add creatures. So probably a little bit on late game. Maybe a nature control or mid range wild. Because 3 random, it can be a legendary, an epic, a common. It can be a 1/1 casting cost 3 to cast casting cost, and who knows, because this they mentioned random, but it makes sure he has a wild action on it. Okay, we finished nature. I believe the more here are there are two things that I see: wild aggro, wild mid range, especially if you want to use the legendary, and Amazon deck. Amazon will get popular, but Amazon on the core is a little bit they're because of the core refresh. they add more Amazon in the wild. So this will be a good team for this nature. So now we go for neutral. So we have like four neutral. The first neutral for to cost 4/5, and this creature goes to sleep, remove it. Is similar to Wetland Ogre. I think Wetland Ogre has been moved now to Deception, or so this is might be another four to cast. This is like a okay. Actually it's bad. Uh Neutral, one to cast 2/2, Atletean. When your opponent play a spell, randomly give us. So this is neutral, can be used by Atletean. Majority of Atletean are magic, especially during the core refresh. They move all Atletean to magic. So either they update this one, maybe move it to magic soon if they gonna implement this one. And dragon, 6 to cast 1/1 each card in your hand. So the sad part, it's 6 casting costs. Technically, in 6 turn or in 6 casting costs, like I believe this is like 5, 6, 7. In 7 turn, you already have like 4 cards in hand or less. I think the maximum card you will have is 4, because at the early round you have to use spells to control the board, right? So technically, he will become 6 casting costs, he will become 5/5 frontline wild. So maybe change the casting cost to lower, like 4. I think this will be great. But yeah, so not good. For me, it's not good. The last one on the neutral, 4 to cast 3/4 give ward protected one of your other mystic. So mystic guards probably another for magic. Usually mystic can be found in magic and light. So this is a forecasting cost that give wards and protect. But it must be mystic. So I think this will be a rare chance to use. So I think so. Now we go now to the last one, where is the second most, or some people prefer war over nature, but this is one of the a famous one. So Defiant Farmer, I like this one. I tried this one on PTR last November 10th. One to cast 3/1, literally for aggro slayer, like literally pure damage. 3/1 afterlife deals 3 damage. So if I cast his first turn and he's not dead, he will take 3 damage. I will attack it. And then if he dies, it will still get the 3 more damage, a total of 6 damage. So this is like a good card, and it's considered Viking, means I can buff this one. Because recently there are lots of Vikings now, and there are lots of Viking buff. Next one is is a weapon, 2/3/1. If you control 2 creatures, so this is like okay. So something like it's not God's Blitz. He has no Blitz at all. So this is not good. A weapon without Blitz or ability is not good. That's the main reason why light weapon is not that good sometimes, especially on late game. This is only good for early round, like if you're like first turn. Maybe they should put it 1 CC, but if not, then this is not a good card. I will go for the other war weapon. War spell 3, put random relic from your deck. There's already one card that pull a random relic already, but there's no +1/+1. That's only one casting cost. I go for that one rather than 3 to cost. Unless I'm like a war control that I need more durability and strength, something like that. The next one is 4 to cast 4/5, or if this creature gains +2 strength. So this is good, something like a Warmonger, but this is Olympian, so it's not synergy with the Viking deck. Uh, Another one, the Viking War 5 to cast. This is for Blitz and Ward. So this is nice, Blitz and Wards, good versus Magic. But the only downside is it's only 4/4. I think it's okay because it has Blitz and Wards. But usually there are lots of better 5 casts, like Einar. Einar is the legendary in Divine Order. He's a 5 casting cost. I will use that one over this one. Anyway, this is common, so for beginners. Viking War, Epic, 4 to cast 3/3, obliterate any non, draw 2 cards. So this is okay if you want to uh, uh, draw cards. So when they mention non-Viking, technically this is more about weapons and spells, right? Or neutral cards. like that is not Viking, but like Warmonger. So I think this is okay. What if I don't have everything on my hand is Viking, right? Obliterate any. What if I never obliterate? I have like zero hands. I think you will still draw two cards because this is like a. It's not mentioned a condition. Technically, draw two cards. So this is like a second statement, right? So if I have no hand, cast this on the fourth turn. I have a 3/3. So this is like a good guys, like additional draw power. And if all my hands are Viking, technically I will not obliterate anything, but then I'll still have draw two cards. So I think this is gay. Correct me if I'm wrong on that one. We need to test this month. This must be need to be test on the PTR. I never tested this one. Blood Axe 4, Web 3/2. After you attack and kill creature, this red draw. So this is good for war control. Like every time you kill, you draw a card. This is good for war control, guys. And you can combo that one with this one. I need a weapon because it became like a 4/3. Means I can draw three times and I can literally kill bigger minion. But the only problem with war is they nerf also Hector and Auric Mage, those leech. So that's the only drawback. You will lose life unless they created a god power that gives heals to heals two gods. I think that will be like a weapon, literally a weapon synergy. Uh Another one here, 3/3 to cast 3/3 Viking. Ward after you play Viking Sumo. This is also good, but this will be a little bit late game, not for early rounds, because every time you play a Viking, then you summon one. Uh, I I still prefer OD over this one. That's the thing. The good thing about his Ward. I think this is like okay, but not. I think OD is still the best for Viking. Uh, this same color I tested on PT. This is nice because it gives +1/+1 to your other Vikings. So your other Vikings like 2/3, 2/4, and when you attack and still survive, pump this one. It became like it will high chance of survivability because it gives +1 attack and health. This is like good, and it's only two to cast. So imagine late game on 5 turn or 5 CC. You before you attack, you pump it. And then Sound of Drum, this is like a finishing spell. Give 3 strength to your Vikings until end of turn. Literally, if I want to literally finish my opponent, if I have like 5 Vikings, all 1/1, add 3, that literally deals 20 damage. Like, deal 20 damage if there's no front line. So this is like a finishing one. Or you can like use this one to kill your opponent's wall at early round, like on the third CC and stuff. So this is like okay. Think of it like a weapon, a wall remover or finisher. And the last one, the not least, is the Olympian 3 to cast 3/3, reduce the mana cost of each relic in your hand. So this is more about a relic control, war control. So that will be the Olympian. So Olympian more on the weapon, and Viking is more on aggro. So yeah, I think that's it. So based on my analysis, Viking will be the comeback of Viking, since the nerf of all those Viking cards in Divine Order. And there's like a new buff creature here, guys. And I believe the Viking aggro will be famous. And let's see if there will be a rise of like a war control. Usually the weapons here I notice are very good for war control. Uh, and that's it. So thank you so much. So I finished now the two part this the second part video of the new core set. And thank you for watching, guys. If you have like suggestions or comment or suggestion or question, please leave a comment. And if you like what I'm doing, kindly please sub and like for me to continue to do create a more guild Gods Unchained content. Thank you so much, guys, and have a nice day.